Hey guys, this is the last video postcard from our week of travel in the south of Egypt. We started off at the Soviet-Egyptian Friendship Memorial, which is one of the few modern historical sites that I got to visit. It's a stunning memorial. It's one of the most beautiful that I've ever seen. It's shaped as a lotus flower with 5 petals that reach out of the water and into the sky. The bottom is decorated with images from Soviet and Egyptian history, as well as symbols of Egyptian agricultural production and success. The part that I enjoyed the most, however, was the amazing, albeit a little nerve-wracking, view from the top. Small elevators bring you to this floating platform that gives you an amazing view of the Nile and Lake Nasser and the Aswan High Dam. I watched the sun reflect off the water and got to reflect on my own time after a week of travel. Alex and Mason mean the world to me. I would do just about anything for them and have kept up with them since leaving Egypt. That trip with them let me see so much of what I have wanted to see for years, and let me engage with it as an educated student excited to learn. It was also a trip where I learned that I could plan and navigate these types of things, and it gave me a sense of confidence that was only overshadowed by my sense of gratitude. Alex was in love while we were here. He wanted a picture with everything, and he was so excited that the armed military guard even gave him a flower, which was bizarre. After that, we headed to the dam. Hey guys, I'm at the Aswan High Dam, and that's Lake Nasser behind me. And instead of me talking in this video postcard, Alex will. So, much love.
Hi fellas, so we are, as you can see, on the Aswan High Dam. I know it's crazy to think about that. So, Aswan High Dam, one of the most important architecture constructions in the history of Egypt, in the modern history of Egypt. Brandon might argue with me, but I think it's one of the most important in the history of Egypt. So it was built in the 63, built in the 60s. It was began by Nasser and was completed by Sadat. It basically enabled Egypt to transform its millennial-old agricultural technique of flood irrigation, yearly flood irrigation, to perennial irrigation, meaning that they could control the amount of water flowing out to 55 billion square meters every year, enabling irrigation in times of drought, in times of floodings, and by that basically structurizing the entire agriculture and expanding the agricultural sector. However, that is important to know, sediment got stuck right over here. Sediment silt, meaning a lot more chemical materials had to be used to cover up for that. It is incredible to actually be up here, having studied this for almost 3 years, learning about water politics, the Middle East, the significance of dams like the Aswan High Dam, of the GERD. To actually be standing on this is incredible. We were just on the Friendship Memorial, Russian-Egyptian Friendship Memorial, which helped finance this dam. Incredible view, very scary. I do not trust the architecture to actually hold me, but it did, so I recommend it. Lake Nasser, in the back you will not see Abu Simbel, but it is there. It is incredible how this dam is stopping these vast amounts of water, and yeah, I'm more than happy to be here. It's unbelievable, the dream come true, and I see you guys soon.
After that, we headed to the airport and flew back to Cairo. I've talked in the past handful of postcards about what this trip has meant to me, but I really want to take a moment to thank Mason and Alex. Neither of them had to join me on this trip. They could have left me to my devices and let me spend it in silence, but instead, they were incredible travel buddies who helped plan and travel and translate. We danced and ate and stood in awe together, and when the sun went down, we went to whatever restaurant Mason had chosen and laughed over delicious African food. I was lucky enough to be aware of it in the moment, but this was one of the greatest weeks of my entire life. By the time I reach the end, I will still count it among the things I remember most fondly and am proudest of, and I am beyond happy that these two guys were right by my side through it all. Thank you both again. You deserve the world. Text me when you see this. I would love to know what's going on in Hong Kong and Amman. So to my family back home, and to Mason and Alex, much love.